What's going on there, watch fans? It's amitdevhanda and welcome to my watch video. So today I want to talk about the new IWC 43mm Big Pilot that was introduced in Geneva, Switzerland last month. I can tell you, as someone who's owned an IWC Big Pilot, I definitely think this is a welcomed piece for IWC, because the Big Pilot, the regular Big Pilot that's almost 47mm, as cool as it is, it's a clock on your wrist, and I can definitely attest to that because I owned it. I still have a welt from it, and I wore it 10 years ago, and it's made a dent. Yeah, so I have like a war wound for my frigging watch, and I think that's more due to the crown, but the fact that it was so top heavy didn't help. So the 43mm size is definitely a nice change. It's refreshing. We haven't seen this from IWC before. For those of you who want a Big Pilot and don't want to wear this massive thing on your wrist, this would be the piece to own. It's also under 10K, which is right in line with what it was when it came out originally in 2002. The one that has been made since 2002 has a 7-day power reserve. This one I like because it doesn't have a 7-day power reserve. It's much more in line with the original one made in 1940, which to me had more character just because it had blue hands. This one unfortunately doesn't have blue hands. It comes in 3 different variations, one with a black dial on a brown calfskin strap, which is more reminiscent of the original one, but the dial is sort of more satinized instead of flat. Then it also comes with a blue dial and a blue calfskin strap, and it also comes with a blue dial on a stainless steel bracelet. Now, the ones on straps retail for $8,400, while the one on the bracelet retails for $9,350. I think the one on bracelet is definitely overkill, if you ask me, because it's already a big watch to begin with, and it just, even though the blue dial breaks up the monochromatic look, it's still very monochromatic and it's still very chunky. The thing that kind of deters me from the watch, which I'm sure a lot of people will like, is that it has an exhibition case back, so you can see the movement. Generally speaking, exhibition case backs, in my opinion, are only cool when you have a dress watch. You know, the whole point of this watch is it's rugged and it's masculine, and I feel like when you have a rugged masculine watch with an open case back, it's kind of like a paradox, and it just defeats the whole purpose. I would really have preferred that it had blue hands, especially on the black dial version, like the original one with the propeller shaped hands from 1940, which, by the way, they were only made 1,000 of those in 1940, and they were made for pilots. There was no way to tell, who made the watch because there was no markings on the dial. There was only 3 companies that made this watch originally. One was IWC, Lange & Söhne, and Glashütte Original, and the only way to tell is when you open the case back of the watch, the movement was stamped with the manufacturer's name on it. If the black dial version had the blue, hands, it would definitely soften the blow. It's a very expensive watch for a time-only watch. $8,400 on a strap for a time-only watch. I mean, there are plenty of other watches I would much rather own, but if you're looking for an IWC Big Pilot's watch and you want to spend under 10 grand, this would be the watch to have. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me at amitdevhanda@gmail.com, or you can visit my website at www.amitdevhanda.com. Rock on, fly back, and stay healthy.